see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style from me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut, I know they gon' fiend. Everything Mississippi to the Palm Springs. Girls from brunettes down to blonde queens. These young boys don't know what a Don mean. I'm just a bad boy, gone clean. I'm the diamond chain choker, always remain sober. Don't drink liquor and all the game's over. Need a plane, I explained it to my broker. 3 bots in the hood, top down, and ain't over. You know there's more, man, where that come from? Me and Kuda Love rolling back to back in one. See, the names have all changed since I've been around. But the game ain't the same since I left
Welcome back to another episode of the Shop Sports Podcast. Whose mic is that? Is that Al's, bro?
Yes, bro. You said this shit right by the TV.
I'm gonna bring it back in, bro. All right, hey, what's going on, y'all? It's been a minute since we actually jumped on and had some conversation. So we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of rapid fire stuff. We're gonna talk NFL. We're gonna talk some boxing, some of the stuff we done missed, and obviously get into some NBA. We had a big last 2 weeks of NBA free agency and trade, so we're gonna jump on all of that. But what's been going on with y'all, man? Real quick.
None, bro.
Not much, man. Getting in the heart of the off season for high school football, man. So,
yes, sir. We're gonna see y'all. What is that? Week 8?
Well, Hughes versus Woodward, week 8.
Yes, sir. Week 8. That is gonna be a week for a week to be talked about, bro, for sure. Me and my brother going head up.
What position you coach, Curtis?
special teams at O-line.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking you coaching receivers and he got the DBs.
Nah, not quite. But
we might have to. I might have to talk to our receivers coach that week and might have to tell him like, hey, man, let me get this week. It's personal.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's an exciting time. Obviously, we got some. I think Curtis has already kind of reached out to some coaches. We're gonna do some high school. We're gonna have some get some guest appearances, some other high school coaches to talk some shop. About what's going on in the high school landscape. Maybe even some little league coaches that can talk shop about what's happening in little league. I know that they just got started, so a lot of exciting things going on and for us going forward. But let's do a quick segment about football. Some things that happen in football. First of all, Aaron Rodgers missing minicamp. That seemed to be a big thing for in the NFL world. What was y'all thoughts on that?
Shit, I'll be honest with you, bro. I didn't even know he missed training camp. I have not paid attention to the NFL just yet, bro. I don't really pay attention to the NFL until training camp start, really, because there ain't really nothing going on right now.
Gotcha. What about you, C?
Jets going jet, bro. Jets are going jet. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. Like, at some point we got to realize, like, Aaron Rodgers is getting a lot of hype for. I still don't know what he's done. You take Charles Woodson off that Packers team, Aaron Rodgers is a bunch of.
That's crazy.
Regular. He's Steve Nash.
That's crazy.
So Jets gonna jet. Of course he gonna diva his way out of training camp, and I mean, I'm not too worried about the Jets as always.
So quickly, real quick, you ain't got Aaron Rodgers as a Hall of Famer?
I mean, you can't overlook. I mean, Steve Nash is a Hall of Famer. You can't overlook 4 MVPs or whatever he got. He's a regular season menace, but.
So where do you have Aaron Rodgers at? All time.
I mean, on the spot like that, maybe top 10, I guess.
Maybe top 10. That's fair.
All time.
You got him in front. You got him in front or behind Brett Favre? Hey Al, your TV
behind Brett Favre. I don't even know who it is.
Al, turn your TV down. Turn your TV down. We can hear it in the background.
Man, don't be watching that. I want to hear some moans and groans and whatever you be watching.
There we go. Well, nope, still here.
Just turn it off, bro. You ain't even watching.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So where you got him? You got him in front of or behind Brett Favre?
Definitely in front of Brett Favre. Just a walking interception. Most trustworthy quarterback of all time.
To throw it to the other team?
Yeah.
I got you. Well, Al, you gave your thoughts. Where you got him?
He's behind Favre. Who y'all talking about?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You got him behind Favre?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of do too. Just
Pause,
like,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great.
You coming on already? All right. Other big news. T. Higgins obviously signed his franchise tender, so he is in front of Favre. He overrated. I get you, Dante. I got you. We got T. Higgins signed his tender. That was huge for the Bengals, obviously. Expected. Obviously, he wasn't gonna sit out the season. But any thoughts on that, especially from Al, a Bengal fan?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but other than that,
do you expect him to be traded though?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
No traded. What about you, Chris?
Nah, Higgins ain't going nowhere. He gonna spend the season.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like he's gonna play this.
About nothing.
He gonna play this season and have a below average year, and then sign a contract next year for some pennies on the dollar.
You think so?
No, he definitely.
No.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening. I see him doing just enough to make sure he get his $27 to $28 million a year contract that he's looking for. He do just enough to get that.
He'll be. If I had to put a number on it, I say he'll be a top 10 paid wide receiver, probably in a range of 7 or 8 on the second half of that top 10.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that's strong. I think CeeDee Lamb ultimately. Obviously, that's crazy that Dallas has not paid nobody yet. I mean, nobody's getting paid right now, and I feel like they all should have been paid already. Dak, Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb should all be paid. I think CeeDee gets his money, and then think we see them. Huh?
They should.
You disagree?
Nah, I disagree. I don't think they should have been paid yet. I really think what Jerry doing is waiting to see how this year go.
Yeah, like what? I mean, I'll be the first to say it. There's 3 teams I hate historically, and I'll never root anything good for it. Number 1, the Steelers. Number 2, the Cowboys. Number 3, the Jets. So you're not going to hear many positives. But as far as the Cowboys is concerned, why am I paying Dak? We gave him $60 million to once again choke in the playoffs. CD, we gave him 60. We trying to give him $100 million contract for him to run crossing routes and pick routes. Okay, and then Micah Parsons, we trying to give him $30 million a season to get 10 sacks by week 8 and get 2 the rest of the second half of the season.
Micah's not going to 30 a year.
I'm not understanding what's the purpose of paying them. They're all overrated.
Wow. So where do you have Micah Parsons as far as at his position?
Let's see. The game plan is very simple. Run right at him because he won't tackle a running back.
No, where do you have him? I'm curious.
I don't know. Maybe top 10, but that's
top 10.
But that's only based off the first half of the season. The second half of the season, what does he do?
Wow.
We have an Eagles fan in the group. The Eagles historically played the Cowboys in the second half of the season.
Chris is from Fib. Chris is from there, so I mean he watched. Eagles,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he knows second half of the season when the Eagles and Cowboys play their 2 games, Michael Parsons don't do nothing.
So this is the thing. Parsons in a weird spot because I don't know if he's a linebacker or a defensive end. I don't know what they got.
Linebacker.
I mean, he
don't tackle running back.
He basically do the same thing that Matthew Judon do for us, essentially. And Judon got paid.
Judon he's not even reporting to camp because he's in contract negotiations. So, what are we saying here?
Judon will be there. He'll be there. I'm not worried about Judon. He's in his 30s. But what I'm saying is they play basically the same role. Is what I'm saying. like and Judon both ultimately got his money from New England initially. Like those players have value. Like those hybrid linebacker, defensive end don't necessarily put their hands in the dirt, but they come in, but their job is to go get the quarterback. That's basically what he is. And I think he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best at what he does. I don't think he's necessarily Bosa or maybe Myles Garrett up there, but I think he's still really good.
The fact that you named Bosa first is really bothering.
I didn't say first. I didn't name him first.
You named him first.
I didn't rank him first. That wasn't a ranking. When I named him first, I didn't rank him first. I'm saying Bosa, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. Those guys are in a different tier. You feel what I'm saying? So then what I would say Micah Parsons is just yet.
But again, I need second half of the season Micah Parsons to do something.
But how much of that though is because he really don't have nothing on the other side of him either. Unlike those other,
he don't have nothing on the other side in the first half of the season either.
No, I'm talking about like as far as at the other defensive end, he's getting double and triple teams. People are adjusting to him as the season goes on.
So, whatever you just said, he needs to fix it. But why is that not happening in the first half of the season? It is
first half of the season. Teams throwing the ball a lot, man. Get to that second half.
Well, the defense, the defense is always ahead of the offense to me in the beginning of the season. Because offense,
half of the season, you it's cold, so you start running the ball. He is no longer a factor. That's the point.
Well, teams are.
Hey, truth be told, though, that first game, I think it might have been last year. It was last year. First game against Tampa, when Brady and them ran straight at him. I think that right there set the blueprint for how to get him off his game. It might have been 2 years ago.
So out of those three players, none of them should get their money this year. What y'all think?
Who?
Yes, Miss Nicole. Yes.
CeeDee Lamb. I'm really tired of Al. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, and Michael Parsons. Nobody should get paid. I can see why y'all say no to that. I can see
they
why
should get paid, but we don't need to make it a priority. Like they can play their contracts out. They ain't hurting for cash. Michael Parsons is on everybody's podcast. He's on every Michael Rubin party boat. Like he's fine. He can wait a year. Dak got $60 million to be a tight end who has a decent enough spiral to throw some West Coast passes. So he's good. And CeeDee Lamb, he does excellent ladder work that just doesn't translate to the field. A lot of pick routes, a lot of good scheme for him.
This dude talk like he really know.
Bruh.
I'm just
here's my
CeeDee
Lamb is the only one. CeeDee Lamb is the only one I push back on because to me, CeeDee Lamb has more than exceeded what he was supposed to do, in my opinion, so far. He had a heck of a year last year. Nobody had more yards after catch than CeeDee Lamb last year.
He was the only one getting thrown to last year.
West Coast system.
That's that West Coast. Yeah, that's a West Coast.
But you still got to be able to do it. You're seeing double teams and triple teams with CD. Everybody, okay, that's what it does. Everybody knows what's coming in, and you still can't stop it. He's doing his job. He's done his job.
What did he do in the playoffs? Oh,
quarterback got to get you the football. Your quarterback got to get
put
you
your head down. Put your head down.
Your quarterback got to get you the football. Right? To be honest, every position is basically a dependent position. Your quarterback can't do nothing really unless your receivers catch the football. What's your quarterback without receivers who catch the football? And an offensive line that blocks for him. It's the ultimate team position. We always talk about that. Every position on the field is dependent.
We get that, but them same crossing routes, them same pick routes, them same little quick slants that he ran in the regular season. But that got you to the postseason though. That got you to the postseason. This ain't the NBA where you just sit up there and be like, hey, we just literally have to judge you off the postseason. No, every game during the regular season matters, bro. To whether or not you actually get to the postseason. He didn't. He didn't elevate his game. I needed to see him elevate his game. He didn't do it. So I don't. He's trying to sit out for Justin Jefferson numbers. First of all, I told y'all years ago Jefferson was the best receiver in the league. Nobody believed me. They laughed at me. That's a different story for a different day. But now, CeeDee Lamb's had 1 year, maybe 1.5. Why are we giving him 35 a year?
I don't think anybody's giving him 35. I think where CeeDee Lamb's number is going to be is between Justin Jefferson and right between Tyreek Hill. I think that's where they're going to come in at with CeeDee. Now, if you want to say
disrespectful,
if you want to say Jamar Chase gets more than Justin Jefferson ultimately, yes, he will probably get a little bit more than JJ from Cincinnati. They're going to give him a blank check.
Yeah, okay.
They will. They will.
Right. I didn't get to give my thoughts on T. Higgins.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. We did go a little bit off topic. Go ahead.
T. Higgins, first of all, the Bengals don't trade.
That is the reason Dallas can't get over the hump. To be fair. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything. But
so the Bengals don't trade, so he'll be there. And they're not going to pay 2 receivers. That defense with all these the defense has 10 all world potential players and 1 good player in Hendrickson. So they don't have the cash to be paying T and Chase.
Obvious.
So T's clearly leaving after this year.
That's obvious.
Unless they franchise him again.
Which I don't put it past Cincinnati.
I don't think
they can afford to. Because I think Henderson will be up.
Trey get 1 more year after this year. Because they restructured this deal last year.
So they could franchise him again. But again, I don't foresee T being here long term because again, this franchise is cheap. They only spend money on
well, you can't say they cheap. Well, you can't say they cheap. They got the highest quarterback. The quarterback salary in the league right now is Joe Burrow. So let's
that's marketing. That's marketing. They had to do that one. Still cheap.
You have to.
Yes, they did. They're the least valued franchise in the NFL. They had to do something for their marketing team to
Al,
get these casuals to.
Al, you gonna let him talk about your team like that?
I ain't saying nothing bad. I ain't saying nothing bad. They just need something for these casuals to keep coming down and buying fake jerseys from the corner.
That's who he is,
and fake going to games. They needed that, so they got
the River City Kitties. That's who he is.
As long as y'all know,
the River City Kitties.
I just ignore it.
Well, 2 weeks away from rookies reporting the training camp. So what you think is the biggest storyline that's gonna start off training camp for each? Let's go by each division.
I'm telling you.
Let's start with AFC North. Biggest storyline.
AFC North is clearly one team was dead last, like bottom of the barrel. No, like everyone was above them. But I want to see if Watson's healthy.
See how he just jumped in first and just like he just.
What you mean?
Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Finish.
But I want to see Watson's health, and then the Steelers literally have everything a team needs to be successful and win a Super Bowl, except they got Mr. Grammy and Mr. Diva Stats. I don't know. I still am just concerned about their quarterback. All right. One guy is going to be at the Grammys, not paying attention to what's going on at the football field. Other guys worried about his hairstyle.
This is Sierra hate, by the way.
His stats, all that. I don't know. Ravens. I think the Ravens greatly improved.
Even with losing Patrick Queen.
They got Roquan. And they got young buddy from young bull from Clemson, who played not as much last year. He can go. So I that wasn't a big loss. The Walker kid, a receiver from North Carolina, that's a big move. It ain't OL like loser Beckham, like hurt Beckham Jr. It ain't that. The guy who runs routes and can, play football. But the Browns again are the most talented team in the league. So if Watson can get a massage that's legal, there's no telling what that team can do.
All right, that's enough. Hey, Chris, give me your biggest storyline in training camp going to the AFC North, and then I'll go to Al.
AFC North.
I want to go ahead and make sure we speeding this up.
I'll probably say, damn, AFC North. Probably say just Deshaun Watson, see how he comes back, and see what's really going on with Cleveland, because we ain't seen those Deshaun Watson for real since he left Houston.
Okay.
So we got to. So if Deshaun Watson is even a quarter of the player that he was in Houston, Cleveland might be. They might take that division. Okay. Honestly, I feel like that division, everybody gonna finish above 500 again, though.
I think that's very possible. What about you, El?
My bad, I told you I had some company.
What's the biggest storyline? Hey, the biggest storyline of the AFC North, bro.
Ravens finished last.
Okay. So
it's been 3 years in a row that's been said. 3 years in a row it's been wrong.
Your hate for Lamar last.
Pittsburgh finished second.
Okay.
Bengals, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Ravens, yo.
Gotcha.
That's the biggest storyline.
I think the biggest storyline in training camp, obviously, I kind of had already mentioned to it. It's got to be the quarterback, because I believe it's a quarterback competition in Pittsburgh. I think it's between Russell and Justin Fields. And I think whoever comes out of that and can come out of that and give Pittsburgh anything, really, I think ultimately is going to determine who wins that division. Because I said last year I thought Cleveland was probably the most talented team in that division. I really like Pittsburgh a lot. I really like a lot of the things that they've got. The quarterback position is the biggest question mark. I mean, you could say the same. I guess you could kind of say the same thing about Cleveland, but Pittsburgh ready, man. They ready, and I just believe with Mike Tomlin obviously being a proven winner in my opinion, heading that, I think the sky's the limit if they can figure out who's going to be the starting quarterback here.
I got a question though. What quarterback controversy are we talking about?
We all know you hate Justin Fields, man. Let's stop.
There's no hate. I'm just asking. A cat that's played, 3-4 years now, who still hasn't thrown for 3,000 yards in a season, when now it's routine that cats get 4,000 and 5,000, and we talking about a quarterback controversy?
Well, here's the thing. It's not as if I'm talking about Russell Wilson being old school Russell.
I know you're talking about Grammy Wilson.
We're talking about Grammy Wilson. We're talking about the guy who literally who a team just paid. What was it? $72 million. This is the highest buyout of a contract in history from the Denver Broncos. I still don't understand how they can just let him go to somebody else and basically pay him for 2 seasons. That guy is now the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So how do you sit up there and not say that there's a quarterback controversy?
Well, let's put in context. This isn't the first time that a Sean Payton team has done that. The Saints have been in cap hell for the last 5 years because they.
But that's not because they bought out their quarterback. That's not because they bought out their quarterback.
Sean Payton just buys out everybody.
I don't know about that.
Like that. Every year the Saints are $100 million over cap because they just buy out everybody. That's been for 5 years. Payton's been gone that long. So he does that. So let's put in context. Yeah, it was the highest buyout, but
it was a reason for that. Let's not act like it wasn't a reason for that. Russ had a solid year last year, I think, statistically. But overall, his tenure in Denver has not been good. So let's not act like
he was on the West Coast closer to the Grammys.
Okay, then. So there is a quarterback competition. You can't sit up there and say that you being biased.
But Grammy Wilson is still gonna throw for 3,000. Not runner Fields.
Okay, I hear you.
Just run Fields ain't getting you 3,000. How long is Pickens gonna sit there and block for that dude?
We're gonna be on here all day messing around with you. We're gonna be on here all day messing with you, bro. All right, what's the biggest storyline with AFC South in training camp? We're gonna go through each division real quick. If Curtis let us. Come on.
I mean, the biggest storyline is the 2 young quarterbacks. Is Lawrence worth the cash, and can Anthony Richardson stay healthy and actually play a full season? Because he hasn't done that since Pee Wee. So those are the 2 storylines from that division.
What you got? What you got, Chris?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Not Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is what he's gonna be, bro. We seen Trevor Lawrence. We know what he is. I don't know why everybody's still enamored with dude. Like he is
He's still very
what we've
young.
seen. Yeah,
He's
but
still
he
very
is what
young.
he's not gonna get no better, bro. Let me say that he's not.
He's been
He's not.
potential for 7 years.
He's not gonna get any better than he is right now. That's just
Okay.
it. Just is what it is with him.
I hear you. I hear you.
Anthony Richardson, though, like I said, coming back off an injury, what kind of season he's gonna have? Because CJ Stroud set the bar real high last year. Anthony Richardson got to follow that up. We know what CJ gonna do, and
He's top 5.
what's going on in town? I don't even know the hell the quarterback is in Tennessee, so it don't even matter over there. But Anthony Richardson,
It
who's the
does
quarterback
matter.
in Tennessee?
I like Tennessee's roster, actually. I actually think Tennessee is a sleeping giant, bro. They got a sleeping giant over there, bro.
Hey, man, take some NyQuil, man.
I'm being serious. I'm being
Take some
serious.
NyQuil.
They got a
NyQuil,
really
my guy.
good receiving core. Their defensive line is still really good.
But who was their number one receiver?
It's hot, baby. It's hot right now.
Yeah.
It's hot.
I
It's
don't know.
hot.
Is he still there?
Yeah, Hop is still there.
Oh.
They went out and got Calvin Ridley, if I'm not mistaken. That's where Calvin Ridley went.
So they don't
That's
have
a good
to.
pickup.
Okay.
They don't have it. Come on, man. Calvin Ridley could be a number one on a couple of teams. He was a number 2 in Jacksonville last year. Don't stop doing that, bro. But
What did they get?
I think that's actually a sneaky. That's actually the sneaky team to me in the AFC South. Who you got? Who you got, L?
Nigga watching TV. Moving on.
All right, let's go to the AFC. Biggest storyline in the AFC. The training camp.
Jets. Like always, bro.
A-Rod, man.
What you got? What you got, see?
The Dolphins, bro. Is the track team led by the Flying Hawaiian actually going to live up to the potential?
I got you. I got you. What about you, L?
I said A-Rod.
A-Rod and the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with Buffalo. They lost a lot, so I'm questioning. I think this is a huge year for Josh Allen and really his legacy because now no Stephon Diggs. Everybody always said that Stephon Diggs basically made Josh Allen.
He did.
So we're gonna get a chance to see how good Josh Allen really is. This is a huge season for him. This is a huge season for him. Obviously, both me and C are New England Patriot fans. You see, we didn't say the Patriots. Our expectations are extremely low for the Pats, but that means we might actually be shocked this year. So
we're gonna start off 1-0. So after that, I'm good. I'm good.
You know what? We here.
We starting off 1-0 now. What happens after that? Hey, it's cake. But that 1-0, that's happening.
All right. What's the biggest storyline in the AFC West?
Chargers might win that division, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Chargers might win that division, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I can't wait till we really preview each position, each one. That's gonna be funny. And you agree, see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. Kansas City. Because everybody, I mean, obviously Kansas City's a favorite pick. I think Chargers win a division, and I think Kansas City's a wild card team this year. Just based off of the run and the fatigue and new people coming in the building.
They were
like,
Eras tour.
Eras
tour.
What is with you and people? What is with you and people's significant other determining what happens on the field, bro?
Hey man, if you on tour, you not training. Simple.
I hear you. My question mark is probably my biggest thing is Bo Nix in Denver.
Bro, what?
I feel like that was like the craziest pick to me for the Denver Broncos, for them to pick Bo Nix, for them to reach to me to pick Bo Nix. So I'm curious if there's anything there. If there's something that I don't see that other people see with Bo Nix, or are they just that hell bent on having picking a quarterback in the draft? I'm keeping my eyes on the Denver Broncos. Also, the Raiders having Antonio Pierce as their head coach. I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him, but let's be honest. You ain't going too far with Aiden, whatever his name is, O'Connell and Gardner Minshew.
I agree.
And then to go with the Broncos, Zach Wilson's probably gonna start.
Yeah,
You think so? I think Zach is his confidence is a little shot. I think he about in the same way as Mac Jones. In all honesty with you. I think his confidence is a little shot. Let's jump into the NFC real quick. We kind of already touched on the NFC, so let's go NFC North, which I think is a crazy good division. Go ahead.
The what?
NFC North.
Crazy NFC North.
The North
I think
is a crazy good division.
I think it's a really good division.
What do you already celebrating today's festivities?
No. Let's talk. Let's go down. Detroit won the division last year. They were in the conference championship, right? You have Green Bay, who was
that was some bull, but yeah.
Green Bay, who was also in the playoffs last year. Good football team.
Good.
Minnesota basically got 3 number 1 receivers around a good rookie quarterback who had the best who ended the season. Chicago ended the season as the best defensive football last year. The last 6 games, nobody had a better defense than the Chicago Bears last year.
It's a decent division.
That's a fact. So it's a good
decent,
division.
but
and then Minnesota getting the national championship winning quarterback is in Minnesota with 2 good receivers and one of the best offensive lines in football. That's actually not a good. That's a pretty good division. That's a pretty good division, man.
I was wondering where you go. This was a Michigan appreciation. Yeah, because let's really break it down. The feel good story of the year, Detroit, is not happening 2 times in a row.
You don't have Detroit making the playoffs again.
The feel good story of the year from last year, Detroit is not doing that 2 times in a row.
Okay.
Quarterback stinks. Did you say the Bears? Man, painted fingernails, that ain't it.
Yeah, you don't like any quarterback in this division outside of Jordan Love. I get it.
He gonna get he.
There's not a quarterback who likes in this division.
Hey man, don't come in the league with painted fingernails, bro. You got to build that up. Like they gunning for you. They're gunning for you. So you made yourself a target. Good luck. Jordan Love, solid. That coach I don't know. He is a Shanahan disciple. He does not care about that defensive side of the ball. Like, he just doesn't.
I didn't think that defense was that bad this year. In Green Bay, I don't think that defense was that bad this year.
It was the reason they didn't advance.
I mean, I think there was several reasons, but I think it was just a bad. I think that was just honestly a bad day.
But and then again, the Vikings. If the national championship winning quarterback is in a quarterback battle with Sam Darnold,
he's a rookie. He's a rookie. You really want to go there after? You really want to go there with Drake May, with who Drake May's in a quarterback battle with to start training camp with Jacoby Brissett? And we both believe in Drake May, so don't do that. Don't do that.
That's
don't
not
do
the
that.
Same example. Drizzy, they have to do it slow because of Mac Jones, and they rushed him and put him in there, and we see that confidence went down. Drizzy is clearly better than the person in front of him. I can't say that about JJ.
I can.
You don't think JJ better than Sam?
Right, he's disrespectful.
I mean,
he's disrespectful, bro. He's going way too far. What's going on, Bob? What's going on?
If the committee did the right thing and put the UGA dogs in there, we would embarrass you.
Y'all would still.
We would embarrass you.
We beat the team that beat y'all. But we gonna keep going. We beat the team.
We'd embarrass you. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. A controversy with Sam Darnold is not really a good division for me. So
man, Sam Darnold came out of USC. Anything coming out of USC that ain't named Juju Watkins is trash, bro.
Facts.
And he's hyping painted nails.
I mess with Caleb, man. All right, what about the NFC South? This is P. Cole's division, bro.
So, bro, listen. You heard it here first. Do not be surprised if we don't see Kirk Cousins ever play football for the Atlanta Falcons, bro.
Whoa.
Do not be surprised, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah.
Depending how this training camp goes for Michael Penix, they just gave Kirk Cousins $100 million. Do not be surprised if that man never steps foot on that field, bro.
No, not.
If he not ready to go week 1, Michael Penix get a chance to start week 1. It might be a Seattle situation with Matt Flynn and Russell Wilson, bro.
I was wondering where you was going with that. Okay, I think Kirk's gonna be ready week 1, so that's the only reason why I say he's gonna play. That's the only reason why I think
you heard it here first, bro.
What about you, C?
Completely agree. He stole my whole point. That Kirk Cousins guy stinks, man. He just stinks. Like we take away the health. Like he just stinks.
There was a reason why Kirk was so pissed,
too
bro.
much talent on that Atlanta team to be blowing it, and they got a 2-year window. They ain't got time for him to blow it. But I think Carolina's going to be a lot better. They're going to be a very much improved team.
He stole my big stole mine.
Bro.
All right, but I'll go Tampa. I think I want to see what Baker does in his second season because we've never seen Baker really have 2 consecutive really good years, and he was quietly really, really good in Tampa last year. So with that consistency, I want to see what goes on with Tampa this year because I think they're scary good too. No disrespect to you, Pico. I don't know how I feel about New Orleans.
They're awful.
I can't see it. Let's get into hold on. Saints about to shock the world. We'll see.
Michael Thomas
go
still there?
0-17.
No, he's gone.
Shocked.
Michael Thomas is gone.
Where he play?
Matter of fact, I think he's still somehow a free agent.
He's a free agent. You can pick him up on Madden when it releases.
All right, let's last division, NFC West. Go ahead, Chris. We'll start with you.
NFC West. I don't think it's really no surprises coming out of there, man. Brock Purdy and the 49ers winning that division again. Geno is fucking Geno. Like I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's no surprises coming out of NFC West, bro. We already know what that's gonna be.
No, it's literally not. The only thing I want to see is what the Rams defense looks like without Donald. That's about it. But the 49ers clearly had the best team. The little midget karate kid, I don't know what he's gonna do with Harrison. I really don't care. Seattle, useless at this point. You got 3 receivers, 3 quarterbacks, and they probably still won't throw for 4,000 yards as a team because whatever.
You said you felt like San Francisco was the best team. I actually like Seattle's roster a little bit more than I like San Francisco, quietly.
Hey man,
obviously the reason
or is it substitute? What are you on right now?
The reason why I'm not picking Seattle necessarily is because of Booty Juice, Geno Smith. Yo, guy, this guy you said was a top 10 quarterback, and showed why he's not a top 10 quarterback. That's the only reason. You called Geno a top 10 quarterback last year. I did not forget.
I mean, he did have 70%.
No, don't you do that. Booty Juice is terrible, bro. He is terrible. He's the only reason. But I like their defense. Their secondary is really good. Defensive line is improved. Good line back and forth.
They have no D line.
That's the weird thing about that division too, man. If you take Seattle secondary and put on 49ers defense, we'd be straight. They'd be straight.
We still don't know what's gonna happen with Ayuk. Does Brandon Ayuk is he even still gonna be in San Fran?
We don't need to know.
Is he even still gonna be there? I think he's San Francisco's best receiver. Maybe not their most explosive target, but I think he's their best overall receiver.
Well, yeah, but
Ayuk,
you got 6 gimme games a year.
You talking about Brandon Ayuk?
Mm-hmm.
He's their only receiver. So they got a fucking.
Don't disrespect Debo too much.
Man, he's the only receiver, bro.
No, don't do that. Debo still catching for 13, 4,
I told you, bro.
Don't do that.
Same thing with Hollywood Brown, bro. Just punt returners disguised as receivers, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Disrespect for Debo is ridiculous.
Debo is a running back, bro. He is a running back.
We got to stop and clap it up. He mentioned Crenshaw Brown. Yes, sir.
Debo is a running back, bro. Debo is what Curtis Samuels was supposed to be, bro.
Wow. No, what I would say is Debo is what Percy Harvin was supposed to be. That's what Debo is. That's what I see with Debo. Is what
Percy Harvin's better, bro.
No, Percy Harvin is light years better.
He was better.
Based off of what? The Percy Harvin
based off of doing things better.
If he stayed healthy, bro, he's better. When he was healthy, he was better than Debo, bro.
Whoa.
That was the biggest. That's what I'm saying. That's the biggest thing with Percy, bro. Is his health. That was it. If he stayed healthy, bro, there's no conversation between Percy and Debo, bro.
All right, if we went already 40 minutes in, we would attack that a little bit more. But since Curtis had to keep going and going in, we gotta jump. Debo equals Tyreek Hill. No.
All right,
Huh?
NBA. If we doing NBA, right? Because
My bad, John.
What kind of nonsense was that, man? NBA, you said, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Debo equal to Lord have mercy.
Nah, not that.
A lot of people started substances early.
You stupid, man. All right. What did I just lose everything? Something just went wrong.
Al disappeared.
Everybody disappeared.
Oh, well, Al disappearing. That's standard. So,
all right, we can just keep going. I'll figure it out. All right, let's go. Let's go boxing. Your boy just Adrian Broner lost to Blair Cobbs. What do we think about that, bro?
He lost to who?
Blair Cobbs.
Bro, I ain't, bro. AB boxing on Fox News now, bro. I don't know what the hell. Why he's still boxing, bro?
He said he's going to continue to box. He said he's going to continue to box. He says he wants to continue to fight. Yes, Pop. We got a whole high school segment coming. Curtis been on me about that. Yes, we gonna do high school. But yeah, Blair Cobbs actually put AB down. What was that? The second round? See?
Yeah.
Put him down the second round. A little embarrassing, obviously. But I think we all kind of say yeah, it's a wild statement, Dante. I don't know what he was on. We all kind of said we all been down on AB, right? One of the things I feel like gets kind of tossed behind is he is a 4-division world champion, bro. Like he's had a good career, even though he has not. Great career. Yeah, even though he has not reached what we all believe he could have reached. 4-division world champion. Buddy's had a pretty good career. It's just time to hang it up. Let's start his own little gym and start, doing podcasts and stuff like that. Like that's where he needs to be. That's where he needs to be. Pass on that knowledge. Because when I saw him in the ring about a month ago, Buddy looked like his back looked about as big as mine, bro. Like, like when you put that weight back on from losing all that weight, like, bro, yeah, we see you really spit the whole training camp just trying to make weight. That's it. You ain't work on no skills, the speed gone, everything gone, bro. So that was my 2 cents. You got anything?
I agree with everything Bray said. Hopefully AB come back to the city. Buddy does have a jumper. We can go hoop sometime again. But them gloves, go ahead, hang them up. Let's rack it up, bro. 4 different division champ. Amazing career, but
amazing career.
Let's go ahead and rack it up, man.
He's gonna go into the Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah, let's rack it up.
People can say what they want to say about him, but Buddy gonna be in the Hall. We also had obviously Tank and Frank Martin. It actually turned out to be a fairly decent fight. Tank did exactly what I think a lot of people thought he was gonna do. A lot of people thought he was gonna do, which was he knocked out Artem. Good job. Frank put together a decent game plan to start the fight. Won I think the first 3 or 4 rounds. But ultimately he got the job done. So we're hearing Tank and Lomachenko potentially fighting next. Kurt, you excited about that fight?
It don't matter who you put in front of that Baltimore Bull. You taking them out, man.
That's fair. But are you finally in a hurry though to see him actually fight some real competition?
There it is. There it is, guys. There's the Tank hate.
Where's the hate? 140 was
finally put him in front of competition.
140 was AB's worst nightmare. Nah, AB's worst nightmare was when he actually jumped 140 to go to 147.
AB's worst nightmare was the club.
That's what messed him up. Oh, the club, the club
was his worst nightmare.
The club, the trauma of the streets, all of that stuff wrapped up, man. I think the biggest thing if we want to go back to AB real quick, the biggest mistake he made was not being around Floyd more. Everybody always said he was around Floyd too much. He probably should have been around Floyd even more Because ultimately, I think that's what got Tank in line. Because Tank used to blow up, and he used to make some of the same mistakes Adrian made. And Floyd got him in line and said, "Bro, you wasting some money," and ultimately got him together. And that's why Tank is part of the reason why Tank is the dog he is right now.
You can go to the club, you shouldn't be drinking at the club.
Right.
I think, and then that Mayweather showed that to Tank, and that's what we're seeing.
Facts. Absolutely. We got Shakur real quick. We weren't gonna stay on boxing long because as y'all can see, Chris, that ain't his forte. We got Shakur Stevenson fighting the guy that that actually debatably beat Frank Martin last year. We got him. Well, it's debatably. It is actually definitely debatable because if you go back and look at the scorecards, the only reason why he lost that fight, you ready for this? It's because he took a knee in the 12th round. He only lost the fight by 1 round. Just want to put that out there. The guy that Shakur's fighting on Saturday lost to Tank. Not Tank. Lost to Frank Martin by 1 round just a year ago. Good fighter. He's got Olympic bronze. He's an Olympic bronze medal fighter. Nobody knows about him because he's not fighting big fights yet. So, but I actually think Shakur should take care of business pretty quickly. And hopefully, yeah, he definitely took a knee. It was a body shot. He took a knee, went down. He needed to get his air about him, but he actually had a really good fight against Frank Martin a year ago. I think
I'm excited to turn on C-SPAN. I don't really watch that channel very much, but I'm excited to turn on C-SPAN and watch that fight.
It's on
watch
ESPN,
it on mute,
dude. It's on ESPN, dude. It's on ESPN. Cut it out, bro.
I'll turn on C-SPAN. I'll watch the fight on mute because I don't want to ha he and hoo. I don't want to hear all that noise that's coming from Shakur's mouth, but I'm excited to hear.
But I'm a hater though.
But I'm
a hater though. You listen to this, right, Chris?
I'm listening, bro.
I'm excited to see him fight another bum and think he deserves Tank afterwards. So I'm excited.
Question though. What did Frank do to get Tank? What did Frank do to deserve that fight?
Y'all asked for somebody black, bro.
Did you? That's not answering my question. What did Frank do to get that fight? It's that Shakur has done nothing in your opinion to get Tank. What?
First of all, but neither one should have been a choice. Like,
so who's the choice then?
So Frank is
he got to fight somebody.
Stream numbers. Nobody wanted. Who the hell is Frank Martin? I thought the Kansas State coach. That's the more important.
Just because you're a casual fan.
Hey man,
don't know.
The entire Frank Martin fight, they talked about his athleticism. I never heard about a boxer's 40-time and vertical leap ability during a fight. That's all they talked about. I don't care. So no, he shouldn't have been. If we want to break it down, he shouldn't have been in the ring with Tank. Tank got the call and said, "Hey man, the clubs is packed. We need to at least go 7. Cool, got you." That's all that was. It wasn't no great game plan. This great game plan, man. Like Tank is a monster. That was embarrassing that he had to do this fight. But now we talking about Shakur. God, C-SPAN, whatever he fights on at this point. Ha, all that. Went in the 8th round by technical knockout or something. Or I don't care. As long as Haney we all saw Haney get whooped, we good.
Oh yeah, let's jump into that real quick. So Devin Haney is undefeated again. That fight never happened. Erased it from the internet. Erased it from the internet. It never happened. Buddy cheated. But no. Let me get into this real quick because I did want to get into basically what happened with all of this. So Devin ultimately Ryan did have Ostrin in the system. What I want people to realize about Ostrin, it's a performance-enhancing drug. And if you microdose, these are things that I actually learned as all the information was coming out. What Ostrin does is when you are cutting weight for a fight, right? All these fighters cut weight. If you watch Ryan he blew up overnight for the fight. So did Devin. He does every fight. But what Ostrin does, if you microdose it, what it does is it allows you to maintain your muscle mass while you're cutting weight if you do it in small amounts. So with that being said, yes, Buddy cheated. This idea, and here's the reason why we know he cheated. They tested the lot. The company tested the lot number. That lot number that had the same from these random drugs, random supplements that he had. They tested the lot from those supplements. None of the rest of them came back with Ostrin in it. So no, you was taking something with Ostrin. You just didn't think you was gonna get caught. There's a difference behind that. So yes, on top of him not making weight because it was supposed to be at 140 pounds. On top of him not making weight coming in at 143, he also took Ostrin. Deserved to lose that lose that decision. Obviously, we can go into Devin. Devin should have never got hit with half of those punches. So from a skill level standpoint, we still saw that, but he did cheat.
Are you done yet?
I'm done. I just want
Buddy
that
went to listen. Garcia went to Kroger. He got some hydroxy cut. He popped a few. He beat Devin's ass. We all saw it. That's what you did. This long explanation. Buddy went to Kroger, got hydroxy cut, beat Devin's ass. We're supposed to pretend like we didn't see it. Devin lost.
He cheated.
Hydroxy cut.
The L is no longer there. Now, Devin been doing too much as far as celebrating him getting that L back. That's been doing too much.
We saw what we saw.
Because we did see what we saw, but I digress. All right. Now that we done got through our boxing takes, so we can bring Chris back in.
Oh,
because he
real quick.
Real
quick. Deontay Wilder got exposed by not even fighting.
Who is Deontay Wilder?
Whatever, man. Whatever, bro.
Oh shoot! But yes, Deontay Wilder did face the dude from Rush Hour 3, that picked up.
Nah, he got exposed. He got exposed because Fury got dominated.
Because Fury got dominated. He lost by 2 rounds, by 2 points. That's not a domination.
Got dominated, bro. Watch the fight.
No. Well, I watched the fight, and I also saw the scorecards. He only lost by 2. A lot of people thought over like the first half of the fight, Fury was winning the fight easily. Usyk won the second half of the fight, and then ultimately knocked him down. That's what ultimately got him the dub. It's a close fight, and they're gonna fight again. Okay. But why did you need to shoot a shot at Deontay though? What did he do to you?
He got exposed, bro. He can't box.
We've been telling you that for years. He's with a one-handed punch fighter. That's nothing new. No, you used to be on the Deontay Wilder train. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you don't think I remember?
His right hand. That's it.
Okay. Well, we're saying some of the same thing with Tank, but that Chris. Anyway. Anyway, obviously, all right, we got a champion in the NBA. Boston Celtics won the championship since we've been off. Congratulations to bum ass Celtics.
We just say Celtics won and no congratulations.
And in the process, we had a weak NBA draft that came around. The Lakers responded to the Boston Celtics with making 2 huge moves, man. 2 huge moves. They hired JJ Redick as their head coach, which was great. I mean, it was great hiring. And then they signed, the phenom Bronny James, bro. That was great. Second round, number 55 pick.
And nobody else.
They drafted
Connect 4, bro.
Yeah, Connect. Yeah, Connect. Yeah, who's gotten no attention. You know, he's second rate. So yeah, great job by the Lakers. We saw Paul George go to Philly, which we weren't shocked by because the insiders actually do their job, Curtis. They do their job.
No, we knew that. We knew that during the finals, bro.
No,
who knew that? Was on the team together.
Nah, we didn't know that. We didn't know that.
We did.
We didn't know that. But does that move the needle for you though? Before we kind of go elsewhere?
No.
Paul George going to Philly?
No.
Nah.
He went to a team that can't get out the second round, and he can't get out the second round.
Are they better than the Knicks?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many? Hold on. Wait, that Knicks Sixers series went 6, right?
6, I believe. Yep.
6 with Embiid on half a leg, Tobias Harris playing in Detroit already, and just Maxey going off. So
had a goose egg.
So you
OG
throw.
was hurt.
Yeah, that's true too. Knicks was hurt
OG
too.
was hurt. Yeah.
It's neck and neck, bro. Which is crazy to say because I feel like New York is deeper. Well, last year they was deeper. They had a lot of people hurt, but they was deeper last year than Philly, and it still went. It was still 6-game series. But Paul George, it don't move the needle for me, bro. It really don't. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he looked like Tobias Harris to me. It just get bad vibes, but it don't move the needle to me, bro. Now if you got Paul George and Klay Thompson, okay then. But just Paul George replacing Tobias Harris with Paul George, it makes us better defensively. That's about it. Makes Philly better defensively.
What you think? Why do you think the Knicks are better? See,
So we didn't have Randall last year. They had half of Mitchell Robinson.
Did you
And
just
now
say
you
we?
add
Did you say we?
they. Say no we.
Okay, my bad. I thought you was French for a second. Go ahead.
There we go. And then my guy Mikal Bridges, most underrated player in the league.
I forgot about Mikal Bridges.
Where when you average 19, 5, and 5, you had a terrible season. Whatever. It's for the Nets.
That's what I heard too, Pico.
And then we cannot take the shock the world Saints fan serious.
I think
they got Brunson the help that he needs.
The issue with the Knicks is this, bro. They need a new coach. Yeah. At the end of the day, they need a new coach, bro. Thibodeau, no matter where he goes.
Believe in Tibbs? Y'all don't believe in Tibbs?
No,
absolutely
bro.
Not.
No, bro.
Absolutely not.
He's not it for that Knicks team. He wasn't it for Chicago, bro. You cannot in game 75 going into the playoffs still be playing your guys 45 minutes a game, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. It's you because you're gonna run out of gas, and that's exactly what happened to the Knicks. They ran out of gas. They should have been in the conference finals, bro. They really should have. They ran out of gas.
I don't disagree with that.
Tibbs, he's gonna kill his guys, bro. You cannot play your starters 48 minutes a game for 82 games, bro. It's just not gonna work.
I don't think he can now, though, because I think they're deeper now than they were last year. Obviously, because now you're basically moving Josh Hart and Dante to the bench, which I think gives you and they got the hometown kid. You got at least an 8-man rotation that you got to use at this point. Do you not?
We said that last year.
We said that last year.
And he still ran 5 guys 48 minutes, bro. You can't do it. There's no reason why in game 82 you got guys playing 48 minutes. It don't make sense. But he's good for betting though. Brunson gonna get his 28 plus every game because he's gonna play 48 minutes.
I kind of like this move for Philly. I obviously, but I'm gonna be like, but I'm gonna not be like Curtis and ignore injuries when I make my picks. So I don't believe that Joel Embiid and Paul George are gonna be healthy come playoff. That's my only reservation. That's my only reservation.
That's why they got Drummond. That's why they got Drummond and Eric Gordon. Those were the moves that Philly made.
Okay, I hear you on that for sure.
Because when those two miss 30 games and go 5-25, now with Drummond and Eric Gordon, you can go 15-15. You can keep that 2 or 3 seed.
You still high on Andre Drummond after all these years. You still high on Drum God after all these years. I don't know about you no more, man. What about Klay leaving Golden State? Chris, I know you used to be a Golden State fan. Don't know if you still are.
Hey, I was a Golden State fan when they was whooping LeBron ass. That was about it. But I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with it, bro. Like, I really don't. I mean, all great things come to an end. Klay's time, and it was time to go. It's time for a change of scenery for him. Honestly, to be surprised, I'm really surprised that Draymond is there as long as he is, bro. Like, that's the one dude I figured was gonna be gone already. But Klay being gone.
According to him, he already had what was it? What did he say? Memphis or something like that lined up last year.
Who, Draymond?
Yeah, he had said he had actually knew where he was going if he didn't re-sign with the Warriors last year. I can't remember which team it was. I think it was Memphis.
Whatever, bro. But, man, I don't know. Clay being gone. I mean, it just is what it is. That's as peaceful as a breakup as you can get in this day and age, honestly. So I mean, and Clay, I think Clay fits well in Dallas too. So I don't have a problem with it. He wanted a contract. The organization won't give him the type of contract he wanted. It just is what it is, bro.
Urgent. You said you think he fits well in Dallas?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he fits better in Philly, but I think the Dallas fit is good too. He would have fit better in Philly, but the Dallas fit is not bad either.
The fit for Clay in Dallas, I have question marks about. And the only reason why is because Clay's not the defender he used to be. So while I do believe he's going to obviously help space the floor for Luka and Kyrie to do what they need to do, I also believe you're going to have even more problems defensively because Clay's just not the defender he used to be. Like, you can actually pick on Clay a little bit on defense. So, and obviously Luka's a cone on defense. Kyrie plays defense when he wants to. So perimeter defensively, if you're going down the stretch of a game and you want all three of those guys in the game, I mean, you got at least two guys you can pick on.
So this is the other thing too, as far as Clay's defense. In Dallas, he probably won't have to play that much defense because you got PJ too. So PJ is probably going to be the one to be on the defensive assignments every night. You can't switch PJ and Clay. I mean, because you're going to attack Luka on defense. That's what you're going to do. So you ain't really worried about Clay getting picked on. Kyrie is average defensively. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's trash. It's Kyrie. Fair. I think his size is what hurts him the most. But PJ is going to get the defensive assignments every night. And with PJ and Clay out there, I can't imagine who their starting five will be. It'll probably be Luka, Kyrie, Clay, PJ, and who was the dude? Not
Lively or
Gafford. Couldn't think of his name. So that's a pretty average defense, honestly. Out of 30 teams, I say they're probably ranked 14th defensively, right around middle of the pack.
I would say below.
Well, below that, probably like 17th. I don't think they're gonna be the worst defense in the league. I ain't
gonna say worst defense, but I think when it comes time for them out there, I actually play championship defense and championship moments. I have my question. But go ahead, C. I want to get your thoughts real quick.
I just don't think offensively it's a fit. Clay is going from a system where the point guard really didn't dribble much. I don't think he really could be a playmaker. So now you got to, and this ain't a shot at Steph. This is just how he plays. They was a ball movement offense. Mm-hmm. Now Clay is basically stand in the corner and shoot. Stand in the corner, wait for Luka to dribble for 20 seconds, then shoot. I don't know if Clay can make that transition.
So here's my question to you, though. And I get exactly where you're going with that. But isn't Jason Kidd a good enough coach at this point with the experience that he has to understand I need to start running some pin downs for Clay 6 or 7 times a game just to kind of get him a shot, get him his looks in the flow of the game?
It ain't Jason Kidd. It's the big Euro that's on the court that does what he wants. And it worked. It worked better this year than it has in the past. But I don't know if he's ready to change his game.
I'm going to give Luka credit for this. He did definitely give Kyrie more to range this year than I think he ever gave anybody else. He took a step back a little bit for Kyrie. So I'm gonna give Luka credit for that and say that he can potentially say, you know what, whatever works for the team, you know, I'm willing to kind of try something a little different.
I'm not ready to say that because didn't Luka lead the league in scoring?
Yeah.
Luka still had the ball.
Kyrie.
It's just when he did give it up to Kyrie actually hit the shot. They haven't had a guy to hit the shot before. That's the only difference. Luka still had the ball as much as he always does.
No, his usage was actually down. His usage was down this year. His usage was down significantly this year.
What, from 100% to 90?
Instead of being number 1 in usage, he's like number 12 or 13. Which, I mean, that's progress, right? That's progress for Luka Doncic. Kyrie didn't show up in the finals. We know that. I mean, Kyrie didn't play well. You know, Luka didn't play no defense.
Luka's defense didn't show up for the career.
That kind of averaged out. that kind of averaged out.
Luka gave up 80 points a game. What are we talking about?
Should the expectation be for them to be right back in the finals this coming season?
No.
So who's the biggest threat to Dallas? Would you say?
First
So
of
far,
all, we
so
won't
far.
see this Dallas. We won't see a Western Conference Finals of Dallas, Minnesota. Neither will be there. But I don't know. That's something I got to look into.
Yeah. See, that was my question because I like what New Orleans did. Obviously, going out and getting Murray, I think that's going to make them a much better team if they can be healthy. But again, we got to see. It looked good on paper. Let's see what an 82 game season brings for Zion. That's ultimately the number one question for them. Denver, I know you don't think this is a loss. I do. Them losing KCP, I think, is a huge loss.
I know. It's a huge loss for their opponents. They can't pick on somebody. Denver got better.
No, they didn't get better, bro. They've actually lost some key pieces over the last 2 years that I think ultimately
they lost an assistant coach. That's about it.
They lost KCP. They also lost Brown last year. Those are some key pieces, bro. They helped them win a championship. Those are 2 key pieces. So I'm not like Curtis, where I'm just going to ignore what guys do that aren't stars.
I don't.
And actually, you know what? So far, let's go and talk about them. I think the Lakers have actually done because they've done nothing. They kind of elevated themselves because the Clippers. The Clippers. We all thought it was all about injuries anyway. But now you lose Paul George. They're not as good as they were.
Where's Harden at?
Terrence Mann is solid.
He's in Clippers. He's still with the Clippers. He re-signed 2 years, $70 million contract.
Terrence Mann replacing Paul George. I kind of like it.
And I like Terrence Mann, bro. I like Terrence Mann, but no.
But the Lakers again. Lakers quietly kept Max Christie. They kept Cam Reddish. If they can find a way to move Gabe Vincent, and not saying he's not good, he just get that cap off the books, and then open up a space for Hood Schifino or Max Christie to play. You just get some younger bodies in there, so AD and LeBron ain't playing 40 minutes a night.
You act like Gabe Vincent is old, though. You act like Gabe Vincent is old.
He plays like he old.
We've only got 2 players.
Like he old, but it's no.
We got 2 players on the roster right now that are 30 years and older, and that is Anthony Davis and LeBron James. It's a very young roster.
But that's what I'm saying. Let those young guys go. Gabe Vincent, we did a year without him, so we can see that we really don't. He's not a priority,
right?
So if we can get Hood Schifino some little tick, get Max Christie some.
Do we trade D'Lo?
The Brownites want him gone.
Can you trade D'Lo?
Well, that's a good question. $18 million. Well, actually, $18 million. I feel like it seems like a bargain. I feel like that's a bargain in today's game.
So he's the all-time leader for a season in 3-pointers made for a Laker. Like at some point we gotta acknowledge like D'Lo's not terrible. It's just
he's not.
Some nights you can't be a catch and shoot player. Like that's not your game.
I agree. Absolutely.
So
I agree.
Was Brandon Ingram there when Brown first got there?
Yeah.
No, he got traded for him.
No. When Brown got there, he was there Brown's first year. He was there for Brown's first year. Him, Lonzo, Kuzma, all of those guys was there Brown's first year.
So y'all think the Lakers will be in a better position with Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart?
We've said this for years.
Absolutely.
We've said this for years because with LeBron because honestly we still could have got Anthony Davis in free agency. That's the reality. That's the reality of the situation. We went and got AD a year earlier than we had to. We could have literally just rolled that season out and brought Anthony Davis in and still had all those guys. Mm-hmm. We've been telling people that for years. We've been telling people that for years.
But another like quiet thing that I've heard on the rumor mill, Kyle Kuzma could come back.
Kuzma actually will be helped. He will actually be helped with that Lakers team, bro.
We get Kuz back, we in business.
I don't know if Kuz want to come back after some of the things he said since he left. Kuz told him that he said, "Bro, I was miserable playing there." As much as that's a rumor that we would want Kuzma back, I don't think Kuz wants to walk back into the situation.
But the reason
I
why
think he's happier. He's happier losing and getting his 20 than he is playing next to Brock AT. But he's like, bro, I'm good.
Is, this time, D'Lo is taking all the heat from the Bron Knights.
But you would have to give up. You would have to give up D'Lo. I don't see any way you couldn't give up D'Lo and get Kuz. I don't think there's any way you can do it.
Gabe Vincent and Vanderbilt.
Bro, as long as y'all got Brown on that roster, bro, y'all ain't nothing happening.
It ain't. We ain't making no trades because we got Brown on the roster and he got to prove everything, and so it ain't happening. But it's good to think about.
He got to prove everything. So we wanted to wait for this to laugh for the last thing. I worked it right in. Thoughts on Bronny James being drafted?
So I did mention that Bronny James is going to be a better NBA player than a college player. Did say he was going to get drafted. But now, as far as him actually being drafted, it hurts because it assured that LeBron was coming back, which I didn't want that. But he ain't no different than any other 12th man on the roster. It's just like we just he ain't no. I'm a Laker fan. I didn't see the Robert Sacre days, the DJ Mbanga, the Tariq Black. That's what Bronny is at this point. And I'm cool with that. It's just making it an accolade to play with your son. No, that's just dope. That's just like that's a father's dream. Like, damn, I'm doing this shit with my son. That's amazing. That's not an accolade you put on your Hall of Fame resume.
No, it's not.
But, like that, like you could be old and play with your son. I'm sure Dale Curry could get out the broadcast booth and hit a few threes. Like, do we want him to? Absolutely not. But that's dope. But now, as far as Bronny's game, he really could just be a cheaper Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent played, 10 games? Did, literally nothing? Bronny can do that. If you even want to put him in the rotation.
Oh, he's going to be in the rotation. At least for game one.
Or two.
Yeah, the Lakers don't really need that, though. They don't need to sell tickets. They gonna sell out regardless.
I don't know what else we're trying to do because we definitely not trying to win a championship. So I guess we trying to sell tickets.
I don't know what the hell the Lakers trying to do. I don't think Rob Pelinka knows what the hell the Lakers trying to do.
Bottom line, he's
taking orders, bro.
Okay, so there was a lot. Are you done? See, you done?
One more.
I don't want to interrupt.
Why the hell did we get a real coach, man? Monty Williams sitting right there. We could have got Buddy we could have got Budenholzer. Budenholzer sitting right there.
Hey, Hey, Pico, if you still on here, at everyone from me, bro, on this post real quick.
Bro, we didn't get Mike Budenholzer. That should have been done deal.
You like Budenholzer now? But I think both of us kind of was down on him at one point in Milwaukee.
Just because he played favoritism to Chris Mid. He ain't got no mid on this team.
A lot of mid on this team. I don't know about that.
So I just we could have got Budenholzer. It was option, and we get the podcast dude that shoots pretty decent threes. Like, come on, man. And his first move was to get a white guy. We already had a white guy. We hit our NBA white guy quota. Like Terrence Shannon just sitting there, and we take white guy. Go ahead, man.
Okay. First of all, let's go ahead. I want y'all to understand. First of all, this frustration that me and Curtis comes from because we are actually Laker fans. So we actually do want the team to do well. It's not hate. So I actually didn't even speak on the JJ Redick hiring when it happened. I literally did that on purpose. Just because it was like, okay. Because I already knew what else was coming down the pipe. I just wanted to see how this was going to react. The fact of the matter is, JJ Redick has done nothing to be an NBA coach. But we've seen this before. Obviously, we saw with Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, no head coaching experience. Obviously Steve Kerr, no head coaching experience, even though he did have front office experience, was under Pop. And I think he was in Phoenix as well. So there's coaches who have gotten a job just for being players. The problem with this though is obviously these two just had a freaking podcast where they sitting up here breaking down tape, sitting up here giving LeBron so much glory. If you've watched the podcast between these two, and then you be like, wait a minute, now you the head coach? It's like, okay, well played, Bron. Well played. Good for JJ Redick. Cool. So I had to just let that simmer for a second. And then here comes the Bronny James. We draft Bronny James at 55. Now everybody says that pick 55 it's just pick 55, right? So here's the last 5 pick 55 and what came about from them being pick 55. Kyle Guy, 2-way contract. Jay Scrubb, 2-way contract. Aaron Wiggins, 2-way contract. Guy Santos had a $75,000 guarantee, and Bronny James now has a $7 million guarantee. So all of those guys who are at the 55 pick typically are guys who don't get guaranteed money. They just get opportunity to go play in the G League. Bronny James not only has a guaranteed roster spot, he also has guaranteed money. Now, everybody says, well, isn't that LeBron James's job to set his kid up for success? And it's dope. It is to an extent. I think it sound real good. But it's like at the same time, I've heard people also say, well, you got to be a deadbeat to not want your kid to be in the league. Not want to do what you wouldn't do the same thing for your kid if he was in the NBA. Michael Jordan was literally a team owner when Marcus and Jeffrey were still in high school. He owned the freaking Charlotte Bobcats, bro, and was running operations. He respected the grind enough to be like, bro, my guys, my kids shit. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Like, what am I trying to do here? Like, no, ultimately, I want to win basketball games, and I respect the grind. I respect what it took for us to get here. And I think, first of all, me and Curtis differ slightly on situations, right? Curtis thinks that Bronny's already an NBA player. I don't. I think Bronny ultimately could be. I do. I think with some work whether it be in the G League or whether it be in college, and I was preferring college because we had already saw him at the college level. Put that grind in like everybody else and do it for yourself. Like, you don't need daddy. It's not necessary. You don't need pops to do that for you. But what's crazy is had he actually been picked by any other team, I'd have nothing to say. It's like, all right, somebody saw something in him. But for you to actually go to the Lakers at pick 55, 5 picks before it's over, meaning you were on a verge, you would have gone undrafted. We can safely say that you would have gone undrafted. We can't sit up there and say anybody else would have picked you, bro. I don't believe this whole thing about him threatening to go to Australia. How many people you think are going to be like, oh man, this second round pick? Everybody say, well, it's a second round pick. NBA could have been like, oh, this is a second round pick. If he come, he come. If he don't, he don't. Go to Australia then. I don't believe that. You can do that if it's a lottery pick. I believe you can play that type of chess. But as y'all say, it's just the 55th pick or it's just a second round pick. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that teams was just like, oh, we so scared he gonna go to Australia.
But those players typically do that. Like you draft the foreign guys and stash them for 3 years.
Yeah. So we still got your rights. So what does that mean? I still have the rights for you. So you can go ahead and if you want to go over to Australia for a year and make you some extra money, go ahead and do that. So no, he was gonna go undrafted. So absolutely, this is nepotism, which without a doubt. We've seen it, and we also see it with Giannis. Giannis's brother. Bro, buddy gets clowned every time you see him on TV. He ain't even got to be playing. He's got to do nothing funny. I just saw him yesterday on with the national team for Greece. I saw him on the bench in just a collar, and I smirked because I'm like, bro, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help. It's funny, like, bro, you literally are out there because your brother, bro, and it's okay. But acknowledge the bullshit, bro. And my problem, my biggest issue is I believe so much in the Lakers organization that you allowed LeBron James to come in here and basically bring the organization to his knees. You're basically telling him whatever you want us to do, we're gonna do. We hired the coach you wanted. Anthony Davis is here because you wanted him here. We wanted to go get Buddy Hield a few years ago. You wanted Russell Westbrook. Guess what we did? When we got Westbrook. Now we got your now at 39 years old, about to be 40, then we'll draft your son. As if we owe you anything.
You not to cut you off because you going.
Go ahead.
Bro. Like 39, we gave you a max contract at 39. But this is a franchise that's had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic, Kobe, Jerry West. None of them have ever been bigger than the Laker brand. It's been the Laker brand. Genie came in here and allowed this one guy to be bigger than the brand. And that one Mickey Mouse, Orlando, Florida bubble, I'm not treasure. I'm not gonna call it a ring. I'm not gonna call it a championship. The
souvenir.
There we go. It was
COVID
a souvenir
souvenir
from the rec league. We won a souvenir from the rec league. You haven't gave the output that you haven't given us a return on our investment worth everything that we've done for you. Because what now he's at what?
They not bigger than LeBron. Do you know what Magic did for the league, bro?
What are you talking about, bro?
You know what Magic did for the league, did for the Lakers organization? When he got picked, but when they picked Magic Johnson, the Lakers organization was trash, bro. It was trash. It was in a state of flux, bro.
But you even saying that you're going too far. Magic as an owner got 5 rings in the last 6 years. What are we talking about? What is like? This is the nonsense that we've had to deal with. I think it's damn near year 8 of this guy being here. This is the nonsense we had to deal with. Magic is not bigger than LeBron, bro. This is what I face of AIDS.
This is what I expect. This is what I expect from Cleveland. Cleveland, if this had happened in Cleveland, Cleveland does this because they have no choice but to do it. He means too much to that organization, too much to that region. So if this was Cleveland, it'd be like, yeah, this is something Cleveland would do. But for an organization like the Lakers to do this, it literally shows how far the Laker organization has fallen, if anything. Because if this was 10 years ago, Jim Buss, Jerry Buss, they'd have told LeBron, yeah, bro, go kiss my
Go, bro.
Bye.
Yeah,
bro, this is an organization that traded Shaq at the height of his powers, bro. So it's not. So we're not doing this, bro. We're not doing it. Oh, it's LeBron James. No, bro, we don't owe Buddy nothing. We don't owe Buddy nothing. Not nothing. There's nothing that we owe, dude, bro.
Like that was the most.
Chris, you look like you want to jump in. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, but y'all going in, bro. I'm just listening to it, bro. This is the whole thing. I'll just speak specifically about Bronny.
Go ahead.
The thing that throws me off about this is why nobody wants to admit that dude is there because of his dad, bro. Like, we've said that a million times. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, yeah, your pops got you a job, cool. But let's acknowledge that that's what it is.
Exactly.
Bro. Don't say it because he deserves it and he put in all the work. It's a lot of niggas in the gym. It's a lot of niggas in the gym right now, bro. As we speak, putting in work trying to get in the league, bro. You're there because of pops. Cool. That's the only reason that you're there, though. And the thing that throws me off the most is that the Lakers organization is not acknowledging that. Like, stop saying that he deserved this opportunity.
I'll be fair though. JJ Redick definitely can't say that because he in the same boat. He can't say nothing.
In the same boat as who?
He in the same boat as Bronny. Nobody was checking for JJ Redick to be a coach anywhere else.
Of course not.
So he's in the same boat. So that can't come from JJ.
What, Rob Pelinka, then, the guy that actually made the pick. Like, bro, just say he's there because we want to make our star player happy. Call it that, bro. Stop. The thing that irritates me the most about this is like everybody wants to be politically correct in a world where we don't need to be politically correct no more.
We don't.
A president is about to be on the fucking ballot that has multiple felonies, bro. Multiple felonies, bro. We don't gotta be politically correct no more. If you pick dude because his pop said, "Hey, pick him or I'm leaving," all right, shit, we gotta get him because we need him to stay. Call it what it is, bro. But stop trying to tell us.
Exactly. JJ ain't his son. He's his business partner, and he gave him
He's
a
his
job.
business partner. First of all, I'm taking over this one. All you pro-black pediatrician, Umar Johnson ass niggas who talking about black power. If you don't like LeBron, you ain't black. All these black motherfuckers asked him to be on the podcast. He chose the white man. He chose the white man. So don't talk about JJ. JJ's his business partner, his business associate. He wanted the white guy with the tailor suit who talks good on the TV to be his partner. He want none of you blacks. Not one of you blacks. None of you blacks that work the black jobs. He ain't want none of y'all. So no, we're not about to do this number. We're not about to do that at all.
It's just the way you just said blacks, bro.
I'm hot now. I'm hot. This is insanity at this point. Every excuse in the world. Again, do I think Bronny is an NBA player? Yeah. Do I think he was one of the top 60 college players? Yeah. But the NBA draft, we saw 4 French fucks go in the top 60. That shouldn't have happened. But since we want to keep drafting these Euros, Bronny was not one of the best 60 players. Simple. And call a spade a spade. Because if you want to add these Euros, it's like 20 of them every year. So that would make Bronny has to be a top 40. Or really top 30 because it's 10 G League guys. He wasn't that. He got drafted because of Pops.
And that's okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Like, that's okay. But call it that, bro.
We see that all the time. Jerry Jones got his whole family. You beloved Bengals. Who's running the damn team? His daughter. Mike Brown's daughter's running the team. So we get it. We understand it. She went to UC and MIT and whoever, majored in finance. Has nothing to do with football. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. But she said that white guy right there that wears number 9, he's going to make us money. So we doing everything we can for him. That's okay. It happens. Draft your son. Hire your son. Hire your daughter. Hire your cousin, your nephew. We see it all the time in corporate America.
Can I
say what it is.
Can I also interject something though real quick though? Ron don't own the Lakers. He don't.
Yes, he does.
At this point, he does.
Yes, he does.
But that's making my point. You say, to your point? You say, oh well, you could hire. They always hire. These presidents of these companies and these owners of these companies. They hire. They hire their kids and all this stuff. Yeah, they do. Last time I checked, Bron ain't. When you look at Lakers owner, it says the Buss family. When you look at the GM, it don't say LeBron. Even though we've been saying it's LeBron for a while, and now some of us want to quote unquote admit it now because it makes our case. But he been the GM of every team except for Miami.
But we know that. But like we can even take it back since y'all want to do this nepotism thing. Derrick Rose on his Adidas contract got his brother a deal and some nigga from 63rd Street.
Absolutely.
He
still getting paid
walking
to this
around
day.
Endorsing Adidas.
Still getting paid to this day.
They still getting paid. So it's nothing wrong with what happened. It's just acknowledge that that's why it happened.
So my man Leo saying if it's okay, why we need him to say it. Because, bro, this is the thing. when you acknowledge something, that means you know what's going on. Don't gaslight us, bro. Like you play on the public's intelligence when you try to gaslight people saying it's one thing when it's something else.
Just like Bronny said, not to cut you off, bro. Bronny said yesterday, I never thought about playing with my pops.
Nigga, shut up.
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
This is what he said to the public 2 days ago when he was introduced. He said, bro, I never thought about playing with my pops. You know, this was something that wasn't even on my radar.
Like, come on, bro. You live in the same house with this man, bro. You tell me y'all ain't never talked about playing together, bro, ever.
So, quick question. So, okay, when Bron does his yearly I'm not playing against the good teams load management, does Bronny take PTO those days too? I'm just asking.
Those are the type of jokes you about to get.
I'm just asking.
And it's okay. It's okay. I don't understand why people are so uptight about this. But we give Thanasis all the jokes in the world, all the smoke in the world. He gonna get. He gonna get these jokes, bro.
But now cats ain't black because Bronny goes to the Lakers. Man, what in the world are y'all talking about, man? You gotta be kidding me. We got cats living in plush neighborhoods talking about you ain't black because you ain't down with what Bronny doing. Man, what? Man,
actually, halfway, Giannis kind of did hint at it a couple times.
Giannis had his older brother on the roster too.
He kind of hinted at it a couple times. It's a whole movie about
Alex
it, bro.
on the roster.
It's a whole movie about it. Giannis has actually kind of hinted at it, though. To be fair, Giannis has hinted at the fact that his brother, like I said, his brother's a punchline. He knows it. Don't bother them. They taking that money to the bank. They're taking that money to the bank. This is
sick. Y'all. Yeah, nasty work is right. Y'all some sick people. Y'all Bron fans are some sick people. Y'all need to really sit down and evaluate what's going on. Y'all need to talk to somebody. You need to sit on somebody's couch. I need some mental health issues going on. Okay?
No,
because this is sick.
Kurt,
this one man can't mean this much.
You got daddy issues, bro. You got daddy issues, bro.
But this one man can't mean this much.
Oh, they said you got daddy issues.
LeBron do it, so I got to do it too. Now one of you niggers have went to his school in Akron. Not one of you. Have no idea what the hell he's going on with that school. Had no idea Jalen Rose did it first. Had no idea Akon is building the whole goddamn country in Africa. You don't care. No. But only Bron is doing pro-black stuff.
Hold on.
With the white podcast.
Who's against the team? Since when is it?
Nobody is against the team. We are for the team. Y'all not for the team. Y'all for LeBron. LeBron is not the team. It's a 15-person roster. Y'all thinking about one person, not the other 14. That's the difference. Nobody's not a Laker fan. He's African. Akon's gonna scam. That's what they do.
Hey, Bron's scamming too, bro. Because ain't none of them kids passed no classes at that
none
one
of
school.
them.
I heard somebody go to college.
Yeah, somebody. How many kids went there, bro?
Listen, I graduated from Akron. Few of them teachers in my class. I know what's going on in that school. I ain't gonna put all that out there. Okay, y'all don't want me to dig in. Okay, Buddy ain't doing all what he's saying he's doing. He got a tax write-off. That's all this school is. Stay woke, stay hip.
Hey man, some of this stuff I don't know what he going off about, but I'm letting bro go. I'm letting bro go.
This is a sickness. It's
a
sickness.
Let's kind of finish it with this. What is your expectation for Bronny as far as his career? Now that he's on
Bronny means we have to move Gabe Vincent. I kind of alluded to it earlier. We have to move Gabe Vincent. We had the most just out of whack roster filled with talent, and just it's not enough minutes in the game to play everybody.
I don't think Bronny's gonna play. He shouldn't play.
Who is the team owner? LeBron Raymond James Sr. is the team owner. He is playing.
Other than the first week of the season, I don't expect Bronny to be on the bench, bro.
When you listen, SportsCenter has it queued up. They ready. The LeBron James alley-oop.
He called you Brock. He called you Bron Dr. Umar after you called him Umar. You said Umar. That's what you get. At the beginning of it, you called him Umar. Now he called you Bron Dr. Umar.
I'm gonna let that go. We have a conversation. But y'all know that LeBron alley-oop is coming. They wait for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
it's probably gonna be game
he's
one.
Gotta play.
It's gonna be game one.
He's gotta play.
That's why I said like the first week of the season, and then
in the middle of the season on a random Tuesday.
He should be in the G League the rest of the year.
He's gonna be the sixth man, bro.
I don't know about that. So this is my thing.
Go ahead.
This is my expectation with Bronny. Let's say he actually does play. Because this is taking the trolling aside. Let's go straight to basketball.
Yeah.
Bronny has never played. He has never averaged more than 22 minutes a game in any season he's ever played. Most points he's ever scored is 25 in the game, bro. Senior year of high school, he averaged 14. I think it was like 14 and 5. Playing average about 22 minutes. So, we know what he did last year in college. He's not conditioned to play 20 to 22 NBA minutes for 82 games because that's about what a bench player plays, about 20 to 22 minutes a game for 82 games. His condition is not that, and he just came off that heart attack or cardiac arrest or whatever he had last year. Less than a year ago, actually. Might have been about a year ago today.
About a year ago.
So his NBA conditioning is not there. So let's just assuming he gets about 12 to 15 minutes a game, a successful season to me is him averaging about 6 to 8 points and 3 rebounds. I'm not throwing in assists because I don't think he'll get the usage to have assists. I would say 6 to 8 points, 15 minutes a game is a successful season to me. That's 2 threes and 1 layup. You can get that, bro, because you can shoot. Bronny can shoot. He has NBA range. I don't think he has NBA size. I think defensively he's going to be a cone until he figures out how to use his size because he's not that big. He's 6'1" on a good day. So 15 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds is a successful season to me. Anything less than that, assuming that he plays 15 minutes, anything less than 8 points a game, I would say 6 on a very low side. Anything less than 6 points a game is not a very successful season.
Here's how I think this season is gonna go, and I'm gonna give it back to C in a minute, but I also want to chip in with 1 point real quick too. I do believe he's gonna play maybe 1 or 2 summer league games. It becomes 2 if the first game is brutal and he just looks trash. If it's the second game, then there's a second game. Then there's a second game where I think he might play just okay enough for people to be like, oh yeah, there's some talent there. That's how I think that's probably gonna go. And then I think we get maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks of Bronny being on the bench. He'll get a game in where he can actually toss a oop to Bron, make a play or 2, and then I think he gets shipped to the G League. But I wanted to run something back to y'all because Chris brought up his high school stats. Can we safely confirm now with everything that we've seen so far that Bronny was putting on a McDonald's All-American team by Bron? That all of that was a sham as well. Can we acknowledge that?
Oh, I agree.
Can we
15 points, bro?
Can we go ahead and acknowledge that?
I agree.
Yes, but to add context, they kept that fake school was trying to build this Hall of Fame high school team. So and this is why I keep saying I see something different in Bronny. His dad keeps putting him on these teams where he like himself. His dad is making himself again. He's putting him on these stacked teams. The difference is Bronny don't have to have the ball 100% of the game. Bronny's cool with just chilling like, hey, I'm LeBron James Jr. I'm cool. I'm just going to get in where I fit.
Get in where I fit.
So that's so the talent is there. He's a get it how I live type of kid, and that's fine. That's how he has to be LeBron James' son. He's been in the spotlight since he was a baby. So, but is he talented enough to be a McDonald's alum? Absolutely not. Good player, but his dad did do that.
Okay, want to make sure. You got anything before we get off, Steve?
Real quick, since I just saw that his college got brought up. College again, he coming off the heart, and he played with the worst coach in college basketball history, which they system didn't allow for him to be Bronny. But to go back to an earlier point, Bray, when you talk about Jordan when he was owner and didn't draft his sons didn't want to play anymore. Marcus averaged 13 a night in college. Marcus could actually play basketball.
Yeah, Marcus was actually.
But when you spoon fed $1 billion, do you want to get up at 6 a.m., work out and shoot 500 shots?
Well, that's why they on the board at the Jordan brand now. Both of them work. Yeah. Both of them work for their dad.
Listen, I was in. If you in Vegas, Miami, you just got done from the club at 4 a.m. What the hell I look like going to work out, shoot shots, and doing all that? I don't need to do that.
That's another reason why I don't think Bronny's gonna last long in the NBA, because I don't think he's got that work ethic for real.
He don't have that, and it's not. This is nothing against him. You give me $1 billion, ask me, am I gonna get up and do all that?
But that's what real generational wealth is. His kids and his kids don't have to work. So this idea that I'm giving you the bag, I'm giving you some, bro. His dad is a billionaire. That is literally what generational wealth means. That boy and his boy kids will never have to work ever again, bro.
Beats by Dre. He got the Beats by Dre commercial. He good. He don't need no 4 years, $7.9 million. He don't love hoop. He loves the idea that his dad hoops and his name is the same. He don't love hoop.
I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe he do. No,
he don't. I got more videos of him playing on the piano than his high school games.
Him playing video games.
Hey, bro, you know what was funny? The highlight tape. You know what his highlight tape was when he got drafted?
What, all his points he scored?
His fucking combine.
Yes.
I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro.
That is nuts. He may actually love hoop. No. Bro, you can't listen. $1 billion, you can't love hoop.
Leo, I gotta ask you something. What makes you think he's not fazed by expectations or pressure? I gotta ask that, because he's never really had to face it for real. He's never really had to face that. To my point, again, he was handed the McDonald's All-American. He was handed his scholarship at USC to a degree. And ultimately, last year, everybody kind of took it easy on him because of the heart situation. This is the first time where he's actually going to have to face that pressure now. He hasn't had to face that pressure. They don't even have. Here's the thing. They for the longest time, they weren't even putting his stats on Max Preps, bro. I've never seen no stuff like that. But when you could not find Bronny James's stats from high school on the internet, I have never seen nothing like that.
Hey, bro, you got dick for them shits now. For real,
for the longest time. So he's been in a bubble this entire time,
he
bro.
He still is. When he comes in the game with that second unit, Cass ain't gonna go at him, man. They're not.
Yeah, Pico, he definitely can't dribble.
They're not going to him.
I watched his game at USC. But he got to work on his handle for sure. He got to work on his handle for sure.
What online scrutiny?
I don't know if anybody.
We coming from a generation where I was in the gym when his daddy got dunked on and embarrassed by Jordan Crawford. You can't find that video. I'm so mad I have my phone out. Because I would post that once a month for the rest of my life. He was in the gym. So there ain't no, come on, man. Ain't no online scrutiny for this kid. It gets erased.
Yeah, you seen Brown unfollow Rachel Nichols because she said some shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He unfollowed Perk.
Yeah, bro.
Again, like I said, there's a bubble that Bronny has been able to be safe in. And to his
Bryce
point,
is not. And Bryce is a better basketball player. Bryce ain't gonna be the one He's a billionaire's son. I don't think y'all understand what that means. A billionaire, they don't want it. They don't need it. They ain't got it.
That's the thing. They don't need it.
They just don't need it.
I don't
Bron
think people
needed it, bro.
I don't remember people killing Bronny's game. I think we all kind of
never did.
I think we all kind of question how good he was because again we couldn't find his stats. We couldn't find a ton of we only saw
all 3 layups or all 4 layups on a highlight tape.
What's the kid from UC? What's his name? That red shirted Ray Vaughn. I watched him and Ray Vaughn play. What was that? It was last summer. No, 2 summers ago. Ray Vaughn looked like a better prospect, bro.
He is.
Ray Vaughn looked like a better prospect. He jumped off the page before Bronny did. So again, he's always kind of been in this bubble where we kind of been like, okay, let's see how this goes and see how everything works. Now we'll see for sure. That's it.
Man, we ain't gonna see because as soon as he start getting cooked, JJ Redick calling that timeout and he's sitting down. We ain't gonna see nothing, bro.
No, what? Hold on, man. You took that comment down.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. How does it, bro?
I think you can love hooping and it don't have nothing to do with money. I don't agree with that.
Cats love hoop. That don't mean you love the grind of being a good hooper.
That's where I would go with that. That's
I'm sure Jeff Bezos love hoop. He probably about to buy the Celtics.
Because here to Curtis's point,
we don't see Jeff Bezos dropping 40 on niggas in the NBA game.
To Curtis's point, everything's been handed to Bronny. Whether you want to admit it or not, when has he had to grind for anything?
He doesn't.
So when is that grind had to take over at any point? Where I actually have to grind. This is where when people say that him being handed the Lakers, being handed that spot on the Lakers, that could serve as a detriment to him on the court. Because to him, everybody's saying he's worked hard for it. We haven't seen that.
We haven't seen
his idea of work. Let's keep this good. Let's keep this in context. His idea of work may not be as hard as he thinks it's gonna be to actually be an NBA player. That could be a detriment.
Let me say this too, and I don't think people really understand what they're saying when they say he worked for it. Because if you work for it, bro, and you average 5 points a game, you trash. If that's what your work produces, bro, you don't need to be where you're at. You need to work a little bit harder.
And then even on a smaller scale, as a coach, you know who wants to work for it. Bray, how many of your players have asked for extra work outside of practice?
Oh, a ton.
Those guys want it.
Mm-hmm. You can tell who want it, who don't. You can tell who want it, who don't. You can
tell who want it, who don't. And I ain't talking about Bron got a trainer that comes at 11 a.m. after he done had a chef cook some fancy ass omelet. I'm not that ain't work, man. I'm talking about get up on your own. Get them iron dumbbells. Do that. Get 100 shots on your own up. That's the grind I'm talking about.
Fair. Thank you. See, working hard. There it is. Now we kind of bridging that.
Ain't no time. Time is gonna tell us that this circus is gonna keep happening.
He said there's plenty of people who work hard for 5 points a game. That mean you trash.
That's all I'm saying. If the work that you put in produces 5 points per game, bro.
Oh no. Hey,
that's it.
Hey, man, there's not a word that needs to be said at this point.
Go ahead and respond to that real quick so we can get off of here, see.
Hey, I ain't nothing to respond to, man.
Not Leo. Leo. You can't see Leo's comment?
Hold on. That's like saying y'all some suckers a week, man, because y'all from Locking was home with trapping as a 12-year-old. I don't even know what he's trying to say here. I don't know what that means.
I'm not saying I know how hard he's working. I'm saying what I'm saying is what we're saying is
I am. No, he's talking about me. I am. It's a different kind of work. I'm not talking about being a trainer, having a chef, and just doing what they telling you. I'm talking about doing stuff on your own. Like, hey, Buddy ain't doing that. He don't have to. You ain't never seen Bronny pull up to a pickup game in the city. Bron ain't going to Venice Beach and hooping with random cats. Everything is calculated. Everything is done within the realm of that box.
I don't think he's necessarily speaking down on him. I think he's telling it out from his perspective. I don't think he's speaking down on him.
Listen, I'm black. Privilege is okay when it happens to us. It's okay to acknowledge that he is privileged. There's no issue with him being privileged. Good for him. I'm glad. I wish more of us were privileged. But with that privilege means you ain't gonna grind as hard. This is, and not to get too far off topic, this is why college sports we getting bad product. I ain't grinding no more because I'm walking in the door with $1 million.
That was actually gonna be my rant for today, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. That was actually gonna be part of my rant.
Listen, if y'all think a spoon-fed kid is putting in the same work as Buddy he ain't got nothing, who got to make it to feed his family, y'all just wrong. Y'all literally just wrong.
I ain't gonna say that because I know some privileged kids.
I'm saying
I know some privileged kids if they truly love something hard enough, they're gonna put some work in. What I will acknowledge though,
saying he's not working.
Here's where I will acknowledge though. Here's where I will go off on that though. Is if I'm constantly getting stuff that I want and I'm not having to necessarily put a whole bunch of effort and my production doesn't have to necessarily show, my value of what hard work is going to change. Because if I'm sitting up there, if I do a project and the project is basic as hell for school, but because my family owns part of the college and they know they better not give me a C and they better give me an A, I might have worked hard on it. What I feel as though working hard is going to be different from what it really should be. Really, what should be.
Alias name on Facebook is working hard. Stop talking about this man working hard. Change the name then. If you think what he doing is working hard,
he didn't come from
Dale Curry have $1 billion.
He didn't come from $1 billion. He was privileged.
Dale Curry have $1 billion.
He was privileged. That's why I say the kids with money who are privileged, they do put in work, bro.
But guess what? Where did Steph
had to earn it though. He had to earn it though.
He had to earn it.
Nobody gave Steph anything.
Who didn't have to earn it? Seth. Seth didn't have to earn it.
He did. He went undrafted.
Nah, they put him at Duke. He went straight to Duke.
No, he didn't go straight to Duke. He played in one of those secondary colleges before he went to Duke.
Nah, he went to
I can
Duke
actually pull it up.
there.
No, I can give it to you. Hold on. Because he graduated from Duke. I actually looked this up a few days ago because I thought he went straight to Duke.
Because he didn't have to grind. And you could tell.
Hold on.
Who graduated from Duke?
Seth.
So who graduated from Duke?
Seth Curry.
Oh.
He went to Liberty, bro. Seth went to Liberty his freshman year, where he averaged 20 a game. And then he went to Duke. So yeah, he didn't have anything handed to him. Seth actually he took the hard work. He took the hard road. He went to Liberty. Duke wanted him because of how well he played at Duke at Liberty. He sat for a year at Duke. Then he played 2 more years, won a natty when he was at Duke, and then went undrafted and ultimately got his shot. And it's turned out to be a solid pro. Yeah,
he's a solid pro. I guess his daddy ain't shit because he didn't get his son drafted. But
I've said that before, but it's a whole bunch of guys in the league.
We keep saying y'all keep talking about Gil's son and Melo's son and Carlos Boozer's son. I'm not saying these kids don't work. I'm not saying these kids ain't good. But they had different paths than, let's say, a Zion Williamson, than a Ja Morant.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying, guys.
For sure.
And it's nothing wrong with your parents being successful. I don't know why y'all think like that there's something wrong with that or that's a knock. Nobody's saying that. You're just making stuff up. Bro, I didn't say it's different work. Please change your name from Working Hard because you don't. Obviously, all work is working hard. You don't know the difference.
Leo called you a liar, man. Y'all gonna be all day with this, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
go ahead and get these final words in so we can get off, man.
Man, Wade's son on the runway.
Hey, what was crazy though? Hey, you disrespect my word. No, wait, that's actually funny though, because don't Wade own a piece of the Sacramento Kings?
Utah.
Yeah. So, but his boy's still in the G League, right?
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep. A billion speaks a lot louder than millions.
Just saying. Go ahead. Final words, bro.
A billion speaks a lot louder than millions. But final words is, hey man, Braves Pop said it.
Bro, y'all
man,
gonna have your own name, bro.
Hey man,
we gonna get canceled, bro.
Nepotism is a thing, and it's okay. It works in our favor. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, listening, interacting with us. We really truly appreciate it. We are gonna get back on here more consistently.
Especially when the football season come up.
We do have lives, and we do, we coaches and have other things going on. So, but we are, as Braves Pop said, we are gonna get that high school football episode on here. That's gonna be a really great, fun episode. We got a lot of CMAC. There's a lot of we gonna be playing against each other. So it's gonna be really, really a good show. But appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Chris, you got anything?
Nah, so I'm gonna start. I guess when football season come around, I'm gonna throw every time we get on. I'm gonna throw y'all the best bet, bro. Ain't gonna be a whole parlay. It's just gonna be one bet where I'm like, all right, bro, put your money right there.
Bet. All right, thank y'all, bro. Share the episode. Subscribe. Like, we really enjoy getting on here with y'all. If we missed one of y'all messages, my bad. That was really supposed to be Al's job, but he completely disappeared. Don't know where Al went. So he about to get cussed. Yeah, he about to get cussed out once we get done. But we appreciate y'all, bro. We really do. It's much love for everybody in our sports groups, everybody who tunes in outside the sports groups. So just keep we gonna continue to make it better. Keep stay tuned with us. We out.